My shopping cart wheels just got stuck and I literally just fell over my feet trying to get to the bottom shelf here. Is this really what I think it is? And how is it just sitting here?
Hello everyone, it's Tiffany with Thrifting Vegas. I shop at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, and discount stores for items I can resell for profit on online platforms like eBay, Poshmark, and OfferUp.
It's a chilly Friday lunchtime here in Las Vegas. We're not used to this cold. For the past week, it's been right around 40 degrees and I've been in layers and sweatshirts, hats, socks and boots. Today, I'm going to take you down to one of my favorite Goodwills on Rainbow and Alta here in Las Vegas to see what we can find on their shelves. Let's go thrifting! Las Vegas is the largest city in the Mojave Desert. We're in a basin surrounded by mountains, and today they're covered in snow. Here we are at the Rainbow Alta Goodwill in Rainbow Plaza, Las Vegas. One of my favorites. The staff are friendly, it's clean and tidy, and they always have a fast turnover of treasures. Let's go inside and see what they have. Let's go thrifting! Let's grab a cart. This one is perfect. As you can see, there's a couple of folks shopping on this first aisle, so we are going to pop around the corner into the Christmas section and see what we can find. I have a question. Do your Goodwills stock Christmas items all year long, or do they save them up and bring them out in October and November? Do leave me a comment below and let me know. I'm ever so curious. Here is a little raffia penguin. He's a bit worse for wear, so I'm going to leave him. But down here are a couple of light up pumpkins. Look at these. If you're familiar with my channel and my videos, you know that I love Halloween, and I have quite a display of outdoor decorations on my balcony. I have a big plug adapter with light ups and blow ups and all sorts, so these will be perfect to add to my display this coming year. Let's pop them in the cart right up front there. Keep going. Here's a little metal gnome, some baggies here. There's a couple of snowman salt and peppers. They look to be a bit chipped, unfortunately, so we will leave those on the shelf. Let's see, lots and lots of ribbons and decorations here. The little tree, sadly quite chipped. Some wall decor, wrapping paper. Oh, look, there is another light up eek pumpkin here. So we will add that to our collection. These are also fun if you have an antique booth. So I might even bring one or two of those to add to my display later this year. Look at this. This is a little chimney penguin. You put a light in the back there, and the light comes through the little stars on his tummy and through his eyes. It's $10. I have a Santa and a snowman that I found thrifting in Huntington Beach with my parents. I'll pop a little picture in here so you can see. Oh my goodness, what are they? Are they just displays?
They're heavy.
Oh my goodness, how much?
I don't know, because I can't leave.
This is a pair of Pottery Santas. They're not marked, but I quite like the style of them, so I'm going to pop them in the cart and look them up on eBay to see if I can find a maker and their value. I have a feeling they're right in the $12 to $15 range, so they might end up going back onto the shelf. Look at this, a vintage Mickey Mouse and Snowman wall window display. It's a plug-in, it lights up. These sell really, really well for me all year long. They'll fetch a little bit more right before Christmas, but I'm definitely going to grab that. Here's some make it yourself ornaments, wreaths and signs. Here is a little bear with bunny ears. Very country cottagecore. It looks like somebody has made this. Not really my niche, so I am going to leave this on the shelf for somebody else. We'll keep going. This is the last section of the Christmas right here. Let's have a look. It's actually Easter now on this end cap. Hopefully, as we move into spring, they will be expanding this section. Little heart pedestals here for candles. There's 3 of those. A pear dish. That's kind of odd. It sort of has a yellow brick road motif there. Snow globe. It's a little star nativity in the same style as those Pottery Santas. Here we are in the first aisle of collectibles, sit-abouts and knickknacks, having a look to see what they have. Look at this, a gorgeous art glass zebra. It's absolutely fantastic. It looks like he's got a bit of a yellow smudge on him, but I'm sure that will wash off. Let's pop him safely into our cart. I have my Thrifting Vegas blanket in there now, so everything is safe. We'll keep going on the shelf. Lots of dolls down here. Some collector plates. I do tend to steer clear of collector plates. They are readily available online, and the price point just seems to get lower and lower. This is a vintage duck decoy. He is pretty fantastic. I love his colors. However, I do have a couple in my inventory. One is in my booth in Danny the Niche Lady's thrift store. Good stuff. So I am going to leave that one on the shelf. Look at this lady. She looks like a Native American shaman or shaman with all the animals peeking out of her flowing hair. She looks like she might be a project piece, but she's absolutely fantastic. I really, really love her. So for $6.99, we are definitely going to pop her carefully into our cart. As I look up, I notice this little blue art glass elephant. I think he's a mass-produced piece, and he does have some damage to one of his ears here. So sadly, I am going to pop him back on the shelf. Let's keep going. There are some elephants up here. This guy is covered entirely with shells, but there are quite a few missing. And this is a happy little fellow. Unfortunately, he has a missing tusk. This one is a soapstone piece that has a tiny little baby elephant carved inside. This one is $5, quite lightweight, nothing exciting. And these three, I think, are incense holders. I'm going to leave that. I'll just take this one for now. Here is a little bell with a trunk up elephant on top. Trunk up means good luck in many cultures. I do like this piece, so we will grab that as well. Let's see. Oh, look back here. I see two things I am really interested in. This is a little cat music box. The first thing back here is this alabaster vase. I absolutely love the contrasting green with the brown. Lovely shape. It's in excellent condition. We'll pop that with our bell and our elephant into the cart. And can you guess what else I'm going to go for? Yes, this little cat creamer here. $3.99. You could probably use her as an individual teapot as well. This looks like a little vintage toothpaste pot. Judging by the graphics and the condition, I would say it's definitely a reproduction, but it's still a very interesting piece. So that will go into the cart. Let's keep going on this shelf to see what else we can find. Oh, look at this mask. It's really, really dusty, so it looks like it's been hanging outside for a while. Nevertheless, it's a really fun piece, so we will grab that one. If you're enjoying the video, it would mean the world to me if you could give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below, and subscribe to my channel with the little red button in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. The next section here is candles, all different shapes, sizes, and colors. Candles can be quite expensive, so next time you need a candle, check out your local Goodwill, because mine always seems to have an excellent selection. Oh, look, there's some more of these little soapstone elephants here. $2. That one is $5. Excellent condition. Let's grab those to put with the other one we found. When you're creating a display, things always seem to look more balanced when they're arranged in a group of 3. Here we are in the baskets, wood, plaques and frames. Here is a frame with the Mickey ears all the way around it here. I'm not especially thrilled with the quality of that. The wood is separating, so we will leave it on the shelf. Little doggy paw hooks there. Laundry baskets. Organizer baskets. Picnic baskets. That's a bit worse for wear on the top there. Here is a crab frame. Unfortunately, the stand is broken. Oh, look at this. This looks like a reproduction of an antique little sewing basket. It's got applied birds all the way around it. Unfortunately, the condition is not very good. It's got some splits at the back. The lace is coming off around the mirror. It is a fun piece. I would love to find something like this in original antique condition. The wood is splitting on the top. I do love the style and the design, but the quality and condition just isn't there, so I am going to leave that on the shelf. Back here are a couple of Scandinavian candle holders, one red and one blue. They're wood. They are $6 a piece. And unfortunately, that just does not work for me for resale. I would expect to get right around $25 for the pair. Let's have a quick look at this blue one. See if it's the same price. It is. So we are going to leave these for somebody else. Let's keep going. All sorts of baskets. Here is a really heavy looking art glass plate, little fish on there. I think this is a made in China piece, not ever such good quality, mass produced. Here is a massive wing. It's a wall hanging. It's quite interesting, but again, the quality isn't quite there. Oh, look at these. Set of 6 vintage hand-turned wooden bowls for $12.99. You know, I think I have a big bowl that would match these perfectly. So I'm just going to pop that back in there so it doesn't fall out from the tape when I lift it up, and we are going to get these into our cart. They do need some TLC, some food grade mineral oil, because they're quite dry and scratched up, but I think with a little attention they can be absolutely beautiful again, and they will match my bowl perfectly, giving me a whole set. I needed 2 hands, but the bowls are in my cart. So let's finish up this basket and wood aisle. One more little shelf section to go after this. This is a reproduction of a vintage travel case. It has a little made in China tag on the bottom there. Got some decorative boxes, letter racks. I tend to pick up letter racks when they have some vintage design on them, hand painting or applied pieces, maybe a plaque or a coin. Plain ones just don't do too well for me, so I tend to leave those. Lots of modern canvases. Here we are in the metal section. There's a little elephant. And ooh, look at this glass turkey. This doesn't appear to be vintage. I think it's a reproduction, of a Ellie Smith covered candy dish. Nevertheless, it's a lovely piece in perfect condition. So for $6, we will definitely grab that. What is that? Let's put this in the cart. Have a look at the plate back here with the reindeer on it. Is a spode piece, but it is a more modern made in China spode, so not necessarily too terribly desirable, so I am going to leave that on the shelf. Keep going. Some vintage wall hangings down there, lots of metal dishes, brass here. This brass looks like it's all made in India. It's quite thin, not ever such good quality. You really have to feel these to know whether they are vintage brass or modern reproductions, usually made in India. The weight and the feel of the piece tells you ever such a lot. candle holders. There's a massive pair up there. I thought that was going to be heavier, but it's really lightweight, possibly paper mache. Metal baskets, boxes and holders, candle holders here. Racks and carriers, platters. This is the black metal section. Oh, here's a massive tea. It looks like that originally had bulbs in it there. What else can we find? Napkin holders, plant holders. Ooh, look at this. I need one of these for my booth. This is a mug tree. Very trendy at the moment is black wrought iron looking metal. So this is going to be perfect to pop in my booth and hang some mugs for sale on there. Don't think that one is a mug tree. It's just a display piece. Candle holders. Just having a peek at the bottom of that to see if I can see if it's vintage, but it is a modern reproduction of a vintage style there. Had that been original, it would have been an amazing find. Unusual little candle holder there. Another made in India brass piece there. The painting is a little crude, just a souvenir. More racks and holders, wall hangings. My shopping cart wheels just got stuck and I literally just fell over my feet trying to get to the bottom shelf here. Is this really what I think it is? And how is it just sitting here? This is a piece of Roseville pottery. The 655 is the style. The -6 means it's 6 inches high. It dates from the 1940s. An absolutely unbelievable find. Here we are in the kitcheny bits having a look. Found this canister with the rooster on top, but it is modern. I think it's a Walmart piece actually. It's a little milk container, again made in China. All sorts of serving bowls. There's a Las Vegas Review Journal, which is our local newspaper. I think that's a dog bowl. This looks like Pioneer Woman possibly. Little measuring cup. Napkin rings. This is a utensil holder, again modern. It's quite pretty little saucers. Lots of serving platters. That has a chip in the side, sadly. Interested in this bean pot. I thought it was vintage, but I think again a modern reproduction. We will keep going in this section. Lots of canisters. It's a souvenir spoon rest from Jamaica. It's quite a fun teapot here, but as I lift it I can tell it's a very inexpensive reproduction of possibly a Portuguese piece. Oh, look at this interesting baker. Ceratil stoneware from Portugal. I have never heard of this brand before. It's $4. I love the specklediness. And let's finish up this shelf, and we will take a look online to see if we can find what they go for. I love these pasta dishes, but unfortunately they're very worn on the paint there. Let's pop around here and find a place to set this down so we can take a picture. I'm going to use Google Lens. So I open a browser, I touch the little camera in the search bar, and that brings up a screen where I can take a picture and search. I want to capture the specklediness of this dish, so I'm going to be in close, and then what I'll do if nothing comes up is enter the brand name, and that will narrow down the search. Ceratil, I believe that's how you would pronounce that. It's looking for results for me now. So I am going to enter in Ceratil. So what that will do is match images that come up with Ceratil in the description of those images. And it looks like we have some results here. Ceratil stoneware. Quite a few bakers are coming up. $25. So based on that and the fact that I have never seen this before, I am going to pick this piece up. Here we are in the vases, planters and florals. Another couple of those massive paper mache fruits. These are little glass watering globes. I absolutely love those. They're really handy if you're away for a few days or you're not especially good at remembering to water. I like the big ones personally. Here is a pottery piece. It is signed. I do have a plethora of pottery in my booth at the moment, so I am going to leave this for somebody else. Lots of silk plants, baskets down here, terracotta pots. Those are really good if you have plants that are that have a tendency to get waterlogged. More glass globes. The terracotta actually wicks the moisture out of the soil and helps the soil dry out a little bit more quickly. Here is a glass heart. This is definitely a floral piece. The quality isn't there. The top is quite sharp, not finished, so we're going to leave that. Be really careful when you pick up vases and planters that the quality is good, that they're not floral pieces, because those just don't sell too well. They need to be vintage or high quality art glass. This is a party light piece, I believe. I think I have one of those in my inventory already. It's quite pretty, but again, a florist's planter for an arrangement. What is this? Waterbury Clock Company by Timex. This is interesting. Definitely vintage. It's $5. I am going to put this in the cart and take a look on eBay. Here is a lovely glass piece. But as I move it around and pick it up, I see light coming through, and that tells me it is flash painted. As you can see, the flash is peeling off, indicator of not as good quality as we would like. So we will move on. Oh, this is a pretty little candle holder. Look at that. I love the pattern. Let's check it out. Unfortunately, can you see that crack all around the inside? We will leave that on the shelf as well. Quite a pretty swirled glass. Again, not very good quality. Has the potential of Hogh style, but very modern, as is this one. clear glass. Always worth a look because you never know what's hiding. Let's take a stroll through the artwork on our way out here, just to see if there is anything vintage, anything original, or any interesting vintage or antique frames. If you find a piece where you love the frame but not the artwork, do remember that you can take the artwork out and use the frame for something else. I often do this if I find a lovely vintage frame. Sometimes it's difficult to match sizing, but vintage frames can also be used empty to decorate. If you take the glass and the hanger out, if you have a gorgeous piece, they look nice lined up on a shelf. I had high hopes for that, but it is a print, unfortunately. Making our way towards the end of the large pieces, and then we'll have a quick peek at the small pieces. I often have luck in this Goodwill finding cross stitches, stitchery. These are interesting old photographs. Again, not really my niche. Definitely have been blown up. Those actually look like somebody has drawn old photos in charcoal. Let's see if there's any crewel or stitchery, cross-stitch pieces here. I thought that was going to be a vintage mirror. It is modern and plastic. Lots and lots and lots of picture frames. Another thing, if you need a picture frame, do stop into your local Goodwill and have a look. As you can see, there are many to choose from. All shapes and sizes. This is quite a nice wood piece. But I think the trend of having lots and lots of picture frames standing is past. Let's have a peek at the lamps. Oh, look at this shade. I have been looking for a little shade for that teeny tiny teapot lamp I found here a while back. And most of them have been entirely too big or just the wrong style. And I think this one might be ideal. So let's pop it in the cart and keep our fingers crossed. Having a look to see if there is anything else that catches my eye. Checking to see if this is a Scentsy piece. It's not, but still missing its wax warmer tray. We are now in the furniture section. Lots of chests of drawers. I was hoping there might be some vintage pieces because I do still need some side tables and credenzas or bureaus for my living room. Something to put dining ware in. But I think we're going to call it a day. Here on my counter is everything I found at Goodwill. Ziggy is here, supervising as usual. Hi, baby. The first thing we have here is this amazing cherry toothpaste lidded pot. It is a reproduction, and apparently they had these on the Titanic because on the underside it says Authentic Titanic Artifact Collection Replica. It was $3.99. I just thought this is absolutely fascinating. Cherry toothpaste, patronized by the Queen for beautifying and preserving the teeth and gums. Extra moist, prepared by John Cosnell and Company Limited, London. It's just a fantastic little conversation piece, trinket box. Really love this. I wish I could find an original one. Wouldn't that be fantastic? In my research, I found that the originals had a little bit more colour to the graphics there. But this is a fabulous piece. It does, let me see if I can show you, it does open up like so. It is intentionally crazed to give the look of being a vintage piece. I paid $3 for it. I am going to ask $25. I absolutely love these little pots. You can use them as teapots or creamers. The cat's head comes off and the cream actually comes out of its paw there. Lovely, lovely piece. I love the mid-century design, little orange flowers with gold. I paid $4 for it. I am going to ask $25. I had never heard of the brand of this baker before, but I absolutely love the speckledy pattern. It's black on red. The brand is Cerutil Stoneware of Portugal. It was $4, and I gather it's Portugal's answer to Le Creuset. Really nice quality stoneware baker. I paid $4. Again, I'm going to ask $25. This fellow is fantastic. Look at his stripes. He is an art glass zebra, really quite heavy. So I think unless one of you is dead set on purchasing him, he is going to go down to my vintage booth. I did pay up for him. I actually didn't even look at the price. I paid $13 for him, and I shall ask $35. He is cased glass. The white and it's actually dark brown, I think, is cased in clear. But he is just spectacular. Really, really love that piece. These were a great find. I think they're going to appear in an upcoming short, just to show you how this dryness and wear can be fixed very easily with some food grade mineral oil. I believe these are salad bowls. I also believe that I have the matching big bowl. So in an upcoming short, I will show you how I clean these up and the finished product. I did pay $13 for them, so that's just a little bit more than $2 a bowl. I am keeping my fingers crossed that this lovely shade matches the little teapot light I found a few months ago. It's actually down at my booth, so next time I go I'm going to take it with me and together we can see if it's a good fit. I only paid $2. It's a lovely vintage, almost Victorian burgundy and gold with dangly beads. It is really, really pretty shade, excellent value for $2. So let's keep our fingers crossed on that. This is a vintage little mask. He's a tiger. I think he lived outside for quite some time. I rinsed him off but I think he's a bit sun faded. I think, however, that just adds to his character. He looks like he's vintage, hand carved, a little bit of damage on the inside there. There we go, just a bit of damage. He was $4. I am going to ask $20. Back here we have our lovely lit up a Christmas piece, vintage Mickey Mouse and the snowman. It is a Disney piece. Unfortunately, I don't know if I was just so excited and I didn't notice, or whether it happened in transit, but it does have some damage. Mickey's foot here is missing on the back, but I don't think that really matters if you're displaying it in the window. Whoops, it won't be too terribly noticeable. As you can see, it does light up. You could actually even do this if you wanted it inside, just stand it up on a little picture frame like that. Looks really quite nice as part of a holiday display. In front here we have an alabaster vase. Absolutely love the contrast. As I said, this brown with the green, really quite weighty. Lovely, lovely piece. I did pay up for this $6, but these fetch a pretty penny on eBay. I've sold them before. They can fetch up and around $50 for a solid piece like this. This is a really nice piece. So as with everything, I will be accepting offers to my email, thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. Please send your name, your address, the item you're interested in, and of course your offer. And this is just a fantastic piece. I immediately knew when I saw this it wasn't an original Ellie Smith. The Ellie Smith has a gap between the turkey's waddle and his face. It's a modern reproduction. I forget the name. Let's see. It is crystal clear glass. It has little pumpkins and corn around the bottom. It is a lovely, lovely piece. Gorgeous colour for fall. Little candy dish or trinket box turkey. I paid $6 for him and I will ask $25. There were quite a few elephants at the Goodwill and I love these. It fascinates me how the artists can actually get their files and tools inside there to carve a little baby elephant inside the big one. The detail is amazing. As you can see, that one was $5. And I would think the smaller the piece, the harder it is to carve. As you can see, they have done it. Little baby elephant inside the bigger ones. Even this one. Artists are so talented. I believe these smaller ones were $2 and $3 or $4 respectively. I would actually quite like to sell these as a set, all three, $50. Here is a little bell. It's a brass bell with an elephant on top, trunk up for good luck. It has its dongle and a little label inside for decorative purposes only, not for food service. Is a made in India piece, but elephants are really, really trendy right now. I have a lot of requests for elephants, so I paid $3 for this fellow and I am going to ask $18. Here is my find of the day. This is a Roseville jardiniere or planter It's the Columbine design. This is a Columbine flower here. If we turn it over, we see the Roseville mark. Roseville, USA. 655 is the line, the style number. And 6 inches means it is 6 inches tall there. Gorgeous, gorgeous blue with yellow and green. Unfortunately, it does have, it's either a stress crack or an age crack in the bottom there. But nevertheless, for a planter, it will be perfectly okay. It looks like it's never actually had soil in it, just possibly a pot, other than the little crack, which obviously doesn't go through. It's in lovely, lovely condition. $8 I paid. Absolutely amazing. I still can't quite believe it. And these are listed on eBay for around and upwards of $150. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my trip to Goodwill and the haul. Please stay tuned. I have some wonderful footage of our new German Shepherd puppy, Rio, our little girl. She is now 9 weeks old and she is home. I've done a sort of a timeline of our visits to her and our trip to the vet with her, after which we did bring her home. So stay tuned, enjoy. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Is that the baby? I don't know what I did with your leash.
Say hi, Rio.
Come and sit down with your baby. There's your baby there.
You're so cute. Hi.
And they are really getting active now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, and it's time to take mom away.
He left me.
Is that Rio? Is it Rio?
Rio, Rio, your name is Rio.
Her name was Rio. Yeah, that's all.
He's a good boy. Ooh, I need a girl.
Who sang that? Duran Duran?
Duran. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a beauty.
Here she is. Rio. Rio. Say hi, everybody.
Rio is the name that you went for this one?
Rio for the bicolor.
This guy.
Yes. And they're both girls.
Rio. Oh my goodness.
Don't let them fool you. Yes, they're quiet now.
Rio. Hi, babe.
Oh.
Hi, there she is.
Her name too.
M-I-T-Z-A.
Look at you.
Hi, there, Rio. There's our Rio.
M-I-T-Z-I, Mitzi. Or Mitza.
Mitza.
Hi, pretty baby.
M-I-T-Z.
Hello, my love. Oh, she's a good girl. She is a good girl. How old is she? She's 9 weeks.
Just about. Yeah.
Hi, Rio. Did you see the puppy? You just a baby.
A little earlier, but we want to make sure she went through all of her notes.
Hi, my sweet girl.
She was eating her poopy.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yucky. Hi, gorgeous.
Who's the doc today? Dr. T or the
see.
It's scary.
It is,
You know.
Hi, Rio.
Yeah. Oh, they're sisters. Yes. They're German shepherds.
She's a bed in that car.
She's a bicolor and she's disabled.
You're a big girl. What do you see? What is it? Who's it? What?